Hey, everyone, it's Betsy here again, and today we're going to do a little more practice on multiplying polynomials. If you look through this playlist, you'll actually see a lot of examples. So let's get started. We just got 2 problems to do today, but we're going to do them nice and slow. All right, here we go. Number 1, I have 2x to the third times, there's nothing here, so it means times, everything in parentheses, 5x to the fourth plus 3x to the third minus 7. So I need to take this 2x to the third and distribute it all the way through the parentheses, which means times it by every term. So let's get started. 2 times 5 is 10. Remember, when you multiply in the letters, the variables are the same. You add their exponents. X to the third times x to the fourth, 3 plus 4 is 7. All right, we're done with that term. Let's go on to the next one. We'll use a different color, keep them separated. Now I'm going to take this 2x cubed and multiply it by this positive 3x cubed. So positive times a positive is a positive. 2 times 3 is 6. And again, we're multiplying, so we got to add those exponents. 3 plus 3 is 6. Clean it up a little bit. And let's do our last term. So now I need to take and change the color first. I want to use a different color every time. How about this yellow? All right, I'm going to take this 2x cubed and multiply it by negative 7. A positive times a negative is a negative. 2 times 7 is 14. And we're going to carry our variable along with its exponent. Now I have no like terms, so I'm done. So again, what did we do here? We took everything inside and multiplied it by what was outside. So we took the 2x cubed and multiplied it by each term. That's it. All right, let's take a look at our next problem. We've got a binomial times a trinomial. This is just a little more difficult, but you're doing the same thing. So we're going to take this 3x and we're going to multiply it by each term. All right. So a positive times a positive is a positive. 3 times 5 is 15. Then we got x to the 1 times x to the 5. Remember, we multiply, we add the exponents. So that takes care of that one. Now, we're done with that. Let's go to the next term. I'm going to change the color again because I want to make sure that you see all this really well. Now I got to take this 3x and multiply it by negative 7x to the fourth. A positive times a negative is a negative. 3 times 7 is 21. And then we got x to the 1 times x to the 4. Remember, we're multiplying, so we're doing what? Yes, we're adding the exponents. 4 and 1 makes 5. So that one's done. Now, we've got to take our 3x and multiply it by our last term, which is positive 1. So 3, our positive times a positive is a positive. 3x times 1 is just 3x. So what do you think there? Just take a look at it for a second. Remember, I know I'm multiplying because there's no sign in between the 2 sets of parentheses. That means multiply. So I took the 3x and I multiplied it by the 5x to the 5th. Then I took the 3x and multiplied it by negative 7x to the 4th. Then I took the 3x and multiplied it by 1. And that's where I got my first 3 terms. All right, let's go on. Now we got to do the negative 4. Remember, we got to multiply everything. So we're going to take the negative 4 right here and multiply it by all 3 terms again. So a negative times a positive is a negative. 4 times 5 is 20. And I'm going to carry the x to the 5th along. Next, I've taken care of that. Oops, I'm going to erase that actually. So we've taken care of that. Now we got to go on and take the -4 times the -7x to the 4th. A negative times a negative is a positive. 7 times 4 is 28. And we've got x to the 4th to carry along. And then finally, we're going to take that -4 and we're going to multiply it by 1. -4 times +1. A negative times a positive is a negative. 4 times 1 is 4. So we've done all of our multiplying. And let's just take a look again at what did we just do. So we took the 3x and we multiplied it by each term. Don't forget the signs. That's what we did first. Then we took the -4 and we multiplied that by each term. Now we got everything laid out. So now what do we have to do? Do you guys remember? Yes, we got to collect like terms. So let's go take a look at what our like terms are. So I've got an x to the 6th. I don't see any other x to the 6th. So I'm going to put that down. If it helps to cross them out, go ahead. Then next we got x to the 5th. We're counting down, biggest exponent first. So I've got an x to the 5th here and an x to the 5th here. 5x to the 5th. There's a 5x to the 5th. So -21 and -20. How many negatives do we have all together? 41. Then we got to look at our x's. We've got 3 x's, and I don't see any like terms to go with our 3x. So we're just going to bring it down. Oops, I forgot one, didn't I? I should have put this one next. Let's go back. Let's go back. That's all right. That happens, right? So let's make sure we go in order. That's a good thing to remember. Good mistake to make because we got to remember that. So I got to do I did the 6th to the 5th. Now I got to do this 4. And it's a positive. So positive 28x to the 4th. So I did 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. There's no 3 or 2. So we go to 1. And then we put our constant at the end. And that's standard form, starting with the biggest exponent and ending with the littlest. Remember, -4 is the same thing as -4x to the 0. All right, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, you know you can put them in the comments and I'd be happy to answer them. And I would really appreciate if you subscribe. Have an awesome day. Thank you.